The wave of Americans applying for jobless benefits is still in the millions as the COVID-19 pandemic takes its toll. Data just out shows 2.4 million have filed for jobless claims in the past week, compared to about 3 million the week before. That takes the total to about 39 million applications. Our US Bureau Chief Simon Marks joins us live for more on this. Simon, tell us then, have these numbers peaked? Are we starting to see perhaps an increasing improvement, albeit a very bleak one at the moment?
Well, I think a very bleak one indeed, Steve. I mean, it depends on which way you view the glass, as being half full or half empty. These numbers, another 2.43 million Americans who have signed on for unemployment benefits for the first time in the last week, is a slightly lower number than the previous week's number of people who signed on for unemployment benefits for the first time. And I think that the Trump administration, this number was in line with market expectations. I think that they will be seizing on the fact that the numbers of new unemployed sign-ons are beginning to slow down week after week. But the other side of the coin is nearly 40 million workers in the United States now relying on unemployment benefits to pay their bills. And we were already looking at more than a quarter of the workforce receiving unemployment benefits. This takes that number and that proportion even higher. And this is going to be a massive social issue for the United States throughout the summer, because even though all 50 states now have in some fashion relaxed their coronavirus restrictions, none of those states is witnessing any kind of employment booms. So the numbers of people relying on benefits is not going to sink like a stone in the same way in which it rose so very rapidly. And this is one of the reasons why the Trump administration is looking at an extension of benefits, because in most states you can only be on unemployment benefits for a prescribed number of weeks. It's highly likely that millions of these workers now relying on these unemployment benefits are going to need to rely on them for many, many months to come, given the anticipated pace of the economic recovery. And that's if there isn't a big second wave of infections here as a result of the relaxation of lockdown restrictions. So however you look at it, the numbers are grim, but each week's number of new unemployment benefit sign-ons is at least beginning to slow down.
Thanks for that. Simon Marks speaking to us from
Washington. Thanks for that update.